Okay, here we are. We are live. Episode 19 of Candlekeep Mysteries. I did say 19 last time, but I was wrong. Last time was 18, this time is 19. Anyway, yes, here we are.
We're back.
We're back. Gonna get stuck into a new mystery. We're currently waiting on one of our group though, Salam, having a few technical difficulties. Hopefully they'll join us shortly. But yes, we'll get started as best we can with one person down. Let's see, where are my notes? The one thing I forgot to open. So last time we wrapped up the mystery of Shemshine's bedtime rhyme. He managed to solve the mystery and vanquish the shadowy monster, kind of. It's been, well, it moved to another book once it was destroyed and its original book destroyed, and you handed the book over to the Keeper of Tomes where they have filed it away somewhere safe. I'm sure they'll keep it secret and keep it safe. No worries here. He seems trustworthy. But yes, there was some wrap up regarding the collateral damage, I guess, for the last campaign. I mean, the last mystery, yeah. We had 2 deaths. But yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Rolo took the fall for it, and he has left the keep to go off and do his own thing. Something about looking into the mask, the deity that he worshipped. But yeah, so after that you kind of got introduced to the new player character played by Hawk here, Kinorin. Was that right? Kinorin Elsenius? I think that was right. Kinorin. Are we there, Hawk? I think you've muted yourself. Oh dear. Hello?
Oh, I hear you. Just to be clear, I hear you.
Yeah, I hear Azza, and I think I heard Misguided before. Seems like people's audio is dropping like flies. Anyway, I think it was Kinorin, so hopefully we'll hear him in a moment. But yeah, he joined the part. Yeah, there we go. Was it Kinorin? Kinorin?
Yep, Kinorin. Yep.
Excellent. Yeah, so he's been put into the party as the new player character, and he's kind of acting as a bit of a manager, chaperone, making sure the party doesn't, kill or have any more deaths on their hands. Yeah, so he's responsible.
Babysitter.
Yeah, a babysitter, responsible for all the good things that happen, but also responsible for all the bad things that happen. So we'll see how things go. So during your introduction, you kind of came across a new NPC character, Loris Nis, that seemed to fall head over heels for Kane, finding him to be such a gentleman. Yes. But yeah, so she kind of found you guys as she was in search of a particular book that was given to Azza as his payment for the month. And yeah, you were kind of looking it over. She asked to have a look at it, and she did, and she kind of looked into the mirror at the front and kind of gasped and dropped it. And yeah, nothing else seems to have happened so far, but you guys kind of went back to the House of Rest, slept off the previous mystery, and woke up with all your strength restored, your hit points healed, and up to level 5. So yeah, you came down, and yeah, you kind of ran into a lot of sleeping. Yeah. So you came down, regrouped. Loris Nis came in to catch up with you guys, see what was going on, and also Chadwick stopped by and seemed unamused at the fact that Kinorin is now managing the group and not just an errand boy like he is, despite Chadwick having worked at the keep much longer. But yeah, that appears to be where we are up to, so hopefully Salam will be able to join us in a moment. But yeah, let's kick things off with finishing up breakfast and getting started with the day. So yeah, the floor is yours.
Put down these words.
And Kinorn, as usual, is going to hand out a small treat to the three of them as breakfast is kind of wrapping up. It might be small bits of brownie or something like that he cooked.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go ahead and burn that up.
Riblets.
Much obliged.
So what are these food treats acting as? Sorry, that's a specific spell, right?
No, it's a. Here we go. Go ahead and close that.
Oh no, it's your thingy-majobber. That word when you get a level up and a thing.
Guess I didn't post. So.
Chef ability.
Click info right under it. It usually has like 3 bubbles under it.
I don't get that, yeah. But yeah, so you took the chef thing.
Mm-hmm.
What's that thing called again when you level up and you choose a thing? A feat! Thank you, a feat, that's the word I was looking for.
Feat.
Yep. So at the when I finish a long rest, I can cook a number of treats equal to my proficiency modifier. These treats last 8 hours after being made, and a creature can use a bonus action to eat one of these treats to gain temporary hit points equal to your proficiency bonus.
Tasty.
So it's just 3 temporary hit points.
Yeah, very good. Excellent. So yeah, you all hand out 1 each. And yeah. Do they expire after the day, I presume?
After 8 hours.
Only 8 hours. Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay, so yeah, also as a thing, you guys rested in your newly upgraded and refurbished rooms, so you'll have inspiration for the day. So if you were to rest somewhere else, you would not get inspiration, unless it was a fancy inn or something. So yeah, you get inspiration, but it will expire after 24 hours.
All that death and destruction, totally worth it.
Yeah, just to get a slightly, a nicer bed. Give you a nice mattress topper or something. But yeah, okay, so yeah, you guys wake on up, come down for breakfast, and everything happens. You get your treats, and yeah, the day is yours. Yeah, I suppose.
Alright, so we know that
sorry.
Lodar was seen a few days ago, and where was the last place that he was seen?
Let's see. So yeah, her friend Falthrax. Yes, that's the one. Falthrax. Loris said he was last seen probably he was probably heading to his favorite reading place, which would have either been his room or the bath and steam house. So his favorite place to relax. But yeah, she hasn't seen him for a hot minute.
Well, perhaps we should go to the bath and steam house and ask around to see if anybody had witnessed him recently.
Yeah, so yeah, to kind of recap that, Falthrax was suffering from depression, as if life was just passing him by so quickly and there was nothing he could do about it. So yeah, he was suffering with depression. He got recommended a book, or he discovered a book, and it kind of gave him some kind of motivation, meditation techniques, and self-worth guide kind of stuff, and his mood was improving. But then suddenly his mood saddened, and then he was kind of going off to spend some time with the book somewhere, and then he hasn't been seen since. Yes. Okay. So yeah, you guys could head to the bathhouse if you so wish. Let's see. Candlekeep.
I agree with you, Kane. Though let's not let's put his room on the next spot on our agenda.
Well, I just figured it's better to start looking around in public than to go directly to someone's, privacy quarters.
I don't have strong feelings. I just would like to check both.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have a map for the Bath and Steam House, but yeah, let's say you go there. So Loris is with you, so I'm guessing you're going to invite her to come along with the investigations. Yeah. Chadwick is in the House of Rest with you at the moment, but he's eating at another table. So, do you ask him or tell him to come with you?
I will pull out a piece of copper wire and cast sending
Mm-hmm.
or a message, and then tell him, Chadwick, darling, we are gonna go to the bathhouse. If you'd like to accompany us, you
So,
could reply to this message.
yeah, so you kind of see Chadwick kind of just like jump and just like spill his like scrambled eggs all over the place. And he kind of just like looks around and notices you, and then he just kind of glares at you and kind of just stands up, brushes things off, and then just walks on over to you, not replying in the mind. Yeah, he kind of just stands there glaring at you, and then will accompany you to the bath and steam house. So yeah, I don't think you guys have been here before, but I guess Hawk's character Kinorin, since you've been here a while, maybe you've been here before, but yeah, basically the Avowed and Seekers alike use this building as a place to relax. There's plenty of spacious rooms in the building that contain heated pools for all sorts of respite or just hanging out and having a chat, or debating some hot topic in the education realms. There's also the odd side chamber where there's saunas or massage parlors that you can take advantage of. So yeah, you guys can head on into there.
Yeah, Kinoran will say, I've utilized this space quite a few times. If you haven't been before, I'd highly suggest it. It's a good place to rest the old bones.
Yeah. Pop by once. Nice enough.
Yeah, Loris will kind of like pipe up and say, "Oh yes, yes, I do enjoy the saunas. They keep my skin nice and fresh." And she's like eyeing up Kane while she says this.
Yeah, Kinoran will still kind of be occasionally casting Druidcraft on Kane to make him smell like various flowers. And he always gives Kane a small wink when he does, and kind of a smirk.
Kane would tip his hat to him.
Yeah.
Well, let's start asking around and see if we can find your friend, darling.
Okay, so yeah, you guys head on in, and there's kind of like a welcome area where there'll be someone working at the reception of the Bath and Steam House, and you kind of walk in, and yeah, so you're greeted as you enter. Good evening, gentlemen and gentle lady. Welcome to the Bath and Steam House. How may I assist you today?
Hello. We were wondering, we're looking for somebody. Is there some kind of ledger or anything that people sign in when they come visit this
A ledger, you say?
establishment?
Yes, yes, we do keep records, as this place is known for recording information. Yes, yes, yes. And he takes out a very long scroll. When were you wishing to inquire about? Today, yesterday? I believe our records go quite far back.
It's just a few days in the past now. We're looking for Falthrax Lauder.
Falthrax. Ah, yes, I know the name. He's comes here quite often, occasionally trying to sneak in the odd book, but if he hasn't damaged any so far, so I've kept a bland eye regarding that. He came in a few weeks ago. Oh, yes?
You answer my question.
What was your question?
I guess I'll... When's the last time you remember seeing him?
Oh, Probably sometime last week, I would say. I could find a specific day. Just give me a moment. We do receive a lot of guests.
Oh, please. And if you could remember, do you remember anything about his mannerisms that day? How did he look? Did he say anything in particularly stood out to you?
I do remember he had been looking rather depressed. I did kind of catch him one time in the sauna, crying into a small towelette. He said it was the steam, but he was quite clearly crying. He's been down in the dumps, as you say. Anyway, yes. So he's like kind of going through this scroll here. Why is he still down in the dumps?
Well, I don't want to give out too much information, but we're just looking for him just to ask him some questions and check up on him,
Oh.
especially with everything that has been going on here at Candlekeep, the prior deaths, the attacks, the curses.
Ah.
We just want to make sure everybody's fine and well.
Yes, I heard about that. That's a little Rolo character, I believe. Who knew? Who knew? Anyway, yes, here we go. I believe we saw him last week. I think it was a Thursday in the afternoon. Came in for a steam and bath. Looking rather depressed, but maybe better than he had been. But yes, I haven't seen him this week.
Go ahead, Asa.
Do you recall if you had a book with him?
Oof. I think he was hiding something, but as I said, I turn a blind eye to that since he hasn't damaged anything so far. But yes, he may have been hiding something in his bath bag.
Maybe. See, and he left with this bath bag as well.
Yes, he did.
Your turn, Kane.
Well, I just wanted to know if there's anybody or if there's any workers here that he's particularly chummy with.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so. I said the closest person he is to is Miss Nis. Is that correct? She says, yes, indeed. we are long time friends, indeed. But yes, that is why we are here. We are looking for my dear friend.
Well, I thank you for your time and your diligent and your wonderful record-keeping skills. We're gonna leave you to your business now. Any further questions?
I am also a wanderer at the massages if you are ever requiring one. And he waggles his fingers in your general direction.
Can I insight check him to see if he's hitting on me?
Go for it. You don't know. He could be hitting on you. He could be just peddling his profession.
Of course he's hitting on you. Why wouldn't he be? Everybody loves Kane. What a silly question to even ask.
I mean, Norris doesn't seem envious in any way, so either she's oblivious as well, or he's not hitting on you.
Alright, shall we head to his room then?
There's nothing else here. No, there's too many people coming and going.
Yeah.
There's no way there'd be like a trace of him.
It's morning as well, so people are coming for their like morning washings or whatever. So it's quite busy, and it's probably consistently busy throughout the day.
As much as I'd hate
don't
to
suppose.
breach someone's privacy, I think determining his condition and his state is more important.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Definitely Someone has to be really low down in the dumps to be crying into a moist towelette.
Okay. So yeah, you guys head over to his room. Miss Loris Ness knows where it is as they're close friends. So she leads the way once you inform her that you are heading over to his room to have a look around. Yeah. So yeah, it takes a while to get there, but you get there eventually. Yeah. So Loris will say, yeah, his room is usually locked, I suppose, but if he's out, it will be locked. If he's in, I presume it will be unlocked. I suppose there's only one way to find out. So she kind of goes up to the door and kind of gently knocks. Hello? Falthrax? You there? Yeah, there's no reply. I guess he's still not home. And she kind of looks around and then gingerly tries the handle. Gives it a little jiggle. I believe it is locked. Maybe someone stronger or more dexterous with their fingers for locks could pry it open or something.
We might also see if we can get the smithy. He probably made the locks here. I assume him or someone else.
Possibly.
To provide us a key. But I don't know. I'm no good with a pick.
Honestly, I'm surprised there's even locks on the door, given how our last area was so unwelcoming.
Most places will have rooms will have a lock on them.
Would there be like a keyhole or something? Maybe we could.
Yeah,
get
there's
inside?
a keyhole that you could peer through.
Okay. Yeah. Kinoran would like to kind of bend over, kind of places one arm behind his back to kind of stabilize it, but he wants to try and like look through.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of bend over there and take a look through the keyhole, and you peer around. You can't see anyone in, and it looks to be in a bit of a disorganized and messy state, as if someone hasn't been in there for quite a few days.
Yeah, Kinoran he'll relay that to everyone. Here's as if it's been empty for a few days. I don't see him. However, I hate to do it. Perhaps going through some of his personal effects, we might find an answer.
Do these doors open from the inside, Kinorn?
I believe there would be some way to open a lock from the inside. My room does.
Pardon me then, and Kane's gonna kind of tap you back to look through the keyhole. And if I can see on the other side, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and try to use the Arcane Hand to open it from the inside.
Okay, so you cast Mage Hand, and I guess you kind of fumble around for it. Roll a sleight of hand or general dexterity check for that.
Yeah, they're the same thing. I'll do general dexterity.
I want to see that cat icon.
Ooh, yeah. You have no problem. You kind of like go off what you know from the door that you have for your room, and you quickly find a lock and give it a flick, and there's an audible click, and the door is unlocked for you.
Well, look at that. It was open the whole time.
You're so resourceful.
Kane's gonna hold the door open, look around inside, and ladies first.
Ooh, such a gentleman.
Is that wise?
She's already in, and she's looking around. It's more of a mess than it was last time, I have to say.
I passed Kane going in. Your skills at larceny impress and unnerve me. I say with good cheer, of course.
Well, lucky I'm on your
I'm
side then, Asa. And he's gonna wink to him.
Mm.
wave.
Chadwick is kind of like taking a back seat to all of this, just like looking at you all distastefully.
After everything I've done for him. This child is going through puberty, and it's about time he learns what it means to be an adult.
Pretty sure he's older than you, but okay.
Kino Arnold turned to Chadwick and he says, I too detest the idea of going through his things like this, but we're worried about him and we have no other choice.
Yeah. Be sure to put that in your report, I guess.
He'll nod. I shall take responsibility.
Good.
Alright, everyone, look around, see if we can find anything, any signs of struggle, injury, anything like that. A note, maybe?
Yeah, everyone can roll investigation as you kind of poke around.
Come on. Come on. Oh.
Alright, Asa, during your investigations, you find there's just like a general mess, but the mess you find appears to be a pile of unwashed laundry. Kinorin, you find like just countless plates of like partially eaten or just molding food. Kane, you have a bit more of a investigation here. You kind of look around and you kind of say, this is definitely the place of someone who doesn't really have it completely together, going through maybe a tough time, and their room is not too great. You find a manner of books, belongings, and at one point you find kind of stashed under the mattress uh, some erotic paraphernalia, perhaps. But then you kind of also find a kind of diary.
Kane's not gonna try to. He's gonna try to hide the pornography. I don't want to embarrass the guy, but I'm gonna take his diary and then kind of look it over. Is everything? I'm gonna open it and read the front cover. Is everything in common?
Yeah, everything. Oh wait, hold on. Let me check. Where was it? It's written in Dwarvish.
Let me see. So I'm gonna use what is my thing called? My hand.
Yeah, you guys still have that, the Helm of Comprehend Languages, I believe.
Should be.
Yes.
Mm.
Trying to figure out what to find.
Your languages will be under attributes on the
I see.
right hand side.
Yep. Kinoran can read Dwarvish.
Yeah, so between Kinorin and the Helm of Comprehend Languages, yeah, you'll be able to decipher and read aloud. Lars kind of like, oh, that's his private diary. I've seen him writing in it on occasion, but I never was one to look in. But I suppose the situation warrants sticking our noses into some yes, I suppose it's needed. What does it
We
say?
promised to start from the back.
Yeah, Kinoran is reading it silently. He's not saying anything because he still wants to keep everything secret. So he won't be reading it out loud.
Yeah, same with Kane. Kane's gonna be discreet and if anything, like reading it from the what seems like the most recent that would be important. That's the only parts that he'll share. It's like anything that might give any kind of clue to where he might go or be at.
Mm. So there's like various entries about it kind of starts off with confirming his depression, how he's fearful of growing old after a lifetime of dedication to the keep. But yeah, and then it kind of like comes to a point where he has discovered the book that is in your possession, and he says how he's been reading through the various passages, the kind of proverbs, psalms, and all these kind of self-help things, and his mood is starting to lift. And then suddenly it says how he has something surprising happened to him today. The when he was kind of musing over the front cover of the book, gazing into the mirror, some sort of image appeared before him and communicated to him, and it was asking him all sorts of questions about what he wanted in life regarding his current self, and how he wants to improve himself and get better. And yeah, he was kind of spent some time talking to this book, and it was giving him advice, but then again his mood seems to suddenly drop, and then the last entry says he's going to spend some more time with talking to the book and see if it can help him. He's going to fully open up to the book and see how it can help him out.
Azza, have you taken any time to read that book you just got?
No, I haven't had the chance. I've been exhausted, and then we started so early this morning.
Kenoran, are you done with this? And he's gonna kind of shake the diary.
Kinoran will kind of nod slowly.
Kane will lift the mattress up and put it back and try to leave everything just the way he found it.
Yeah, it's probably pretty easy. There's like indentations on the underside of the mattress that kind of indicate where they were placed. Did he leave anything in his pockets for the laundry? Probably like scraps of paper, lint, maybe some pocket change.
Nothing of value for the investigation?
Nothing that would be contributing towards the investigation, no. And it's probably not
Alright, I'll throw his coppers
substantial.
on.
Huh?
I'll throw his coppers onto like his desk or something and then drop his
Okay.
laundry.
Yeah, so you kind of go through and you empty it out and you kind of organize everything onto a space on the table. Yeah, so you kind of do that while the two people, Kane and Kinoran, kind of go through the diary. Loris is kind of like reading over your shoulder, Kane. She's kind of muttering under her breath, and she says, my dwarfish is not good. He tried to teach me, but I'm not really one for languages. Her thoughts about learning the spell, but I just to comprehend them, but I just haven't had the time recently. Although it would help me with my research and studies, I think. Oh, I should try a bit harder.
Kinoran will nod and he says, I would be happy to give you some lessons.
Ooh. Oh, yes, I would be open to that, definitely.
Perhaps when our
Magician.
investigation is completed.
Yes, I will hold you to that.
Kane, do you have any interest in also learning Dwarvish?
Oh, with this mask on, I can read any language, but oh, sure, I'll tag along.
Ooh,
Wonderful.
let's study dates.
Let's I think we've pulled everything we could from this room. Let us lock it up and then close it. And then Azza, we're gonna have you take a look at that there book.
So yeah, you guys leave the room. You can use the mage hand to reset the lock, and then you can go find somewhere to kind of look into the book. Yeah, there's probably just countless like spare studies and rooms and you could probably find one, or just kind of walk into one, flash your keeper's hands badge, and say that you need the room for an investigation and to clear out. So yeah, you can find a spare room quite easily.
What what exactly did you read about what exactly did you read about Kaorin? Kioran.
Oh, you mean
The
Falthrax?
book about my book?
So
Ah,
Falthrax is
yes.
the person, yeah, and Kenorin and Kane
No,
were the ones
no.
who read it.
No, I was asking Kioran about what's in the book.
Mm.
No,
Oh, my
that
bad.
Gotcha. Sorry. Sorry. Ask that again. I was reading something that might help.
what exactly did the diary say, Kioran? Kinoran? I'm working on it.
Yeah. He'll think about it like very carefully, and he will try and explain, leaving kind of as much personal detail out. Yeah, you got it, Kinoran. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the depression, book helping, the book started talking to him, he saddened again, and then he decided he will open up to the help of the book more fully. And then that was his last entry.
Um, sorry, just need a moment to.
Yeah, while you do that,
Loris.
I'll.
No, I'm
Oh,
done.
oh, okay. Yeah, what's up?
Loris,
Yes.
when you looked into the book, when you saw into the mirror, what did
Yes.
you see yesterday? Something startled you. You dropped the book
I,
yesterday.
I saw myself, but something was different. I seemed brighter, more radiant, more glowing, and it's just maybe just a little bit more coherent and together. It was me, but not myself. Someone possibly better. I don't know.
Can I roll inquiry on that? After all, she did drop my book for seeing herself as prettier.
Hmm.
May I make the insight roll?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Thank you.
She seems to be telling the truth. Yeah. She is truthful. She doesn't quite. It doesn't seem like she is hiding anything, or even maybe not. She doesn't even know why that this might have happened.
I convinced myself she just had an overreaction.
Hmm.
I wouldn't have dropped my book over seeing like myself with prettier skin, but you know, we're all individuals here. So I just nod and say, "So be it." I guess I'll hold the book up. I'll take it out of my bag, hold it up, arm's reach from me, and mirrors right in front of me.
So yeah, you look over the book again. Again, it's a nice book bound in soft green leather, 8 inches wide, 14 inches tall, set with golden clasps. The book gives off an unmistakable scent of lilies that gets stronger as you hold the book up. Set into the cover is the polished oval mirror with a delicate gold frame. So do you just look at the cover? Do you not look at any of the contents?
At the moment, I'm only interested in the mirror, so I just look into the mirror.
Okay, so yeah, you have a look into the mirror, the front cover. As you kind of gaze into the mirror, you see how the frame kind of styles itself around your face, kind of looking like locks of hair that kind of spill down around the sides of your face. As you kind of look into the mirror, the image kind of like shimmers ever so slightly, and you see a different face before you. Perhaps there's kind of less scars, and as you kind of look into your eyes, you kind of see a more innocent, confident, calmer kind of thing, as if perhaps that kind of the past traumas that have kind of like worn you down, you don't have as much of that kind of like distant stare that's kind of like hiding any past traumas. So you kind of see yourself more. Well, you see yourself less traumatized and less beat up and aged. Perhaps, yeah, more charismatic, definitely.
All right, yeah, I've got a. There is a surprised look on my face. I do not drop the book, Lauren. But yes, I didn't realize it to now. The cover does have something of a bewitching effect.
So, as you kind of look at this effect, do you feel happy with this image, or are you just not interested in any way with this new image presented to you?
Interesting question. I think it's not disinterest by any means. It's a
Curiosity, perhaps?
yeah, or maybe maybe even go so far as a fascination with a much younger looking fellow.
Okay.
I
So,
I take a few moments to like really look at myself like
so yeah,
bad.
you do have some interest in you. You're not bad. So after you say not bad, in your mind you feel this kind of voice call out to you. It says, if rest, relaxation, or transformation is what you need, then follow the lilies, dearest one. I am sure Silvery will see to your needs. And the book, well, more or less, the mirror starts to glow softly, and it looks like it's going to, and it looks like the glowing is increasing.
I close my eyes. It's in my brain. The book's in my brain.
Okay, so you close your eyes, maybe kind of look away. So everyone watching this, you kind of like see as a maybe kind of nod, and then there's a pause, and then the book starts to glow, and then he kind of like closes his eyes and turns away. And did you kind of say it's in my head out loud, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of
It's in my
say,
brain.
it's in my brain. He says that out loud, and as he looks away, the glow of the book dies down.
It's more bewitching than I meant. I did mean metaphorically, but now it appears literal.
Are you all right?
It it made a simple promise to me that I could continue like this. How I saw. He stops and realizes he needs to clarify.
I'll
How I
paste
saw
it.
myself.
I'll paste the
How I
message
saw
for you.
myself.
So as soon as you expressed interest or said not, that's not bad, this message kind of chimed into your mind. Kind of like an advert, nearly.
Yes, I'll adjust that. You know, the promise was more like a crier on the corner talking about a store down the street. It said if I liked what I saw, I should go see someone named Silvari? Don't have another.
Silvery.
Silvery.
Silvari, I think. Silvari. I'd say Silvari. But yeah.
Silvari.
Since you don't know who that is, I guess you would pronounce that however you'd want, really.
Nope. It came at me a little quickly in the moment, so I didn't really recognize the pronunciation. But Silvery is how he'll go until he's corrected.
So with the wow, when he brings up lilies and a name, Silvari is very like Sylvan-esque in name. Kinoran maybe have heard.
Let me see. I believe there was something. Let's see.
I would probably know if that was a Sylvan name if I got that book for Sylvans.
Okay, yeah, you could roll a history check for me there.
Alright, let's see. History. Not his best, but.
Okay, so Sylvari, what race are you again? Sorry. Kinoran.
High elf.
High elf. Okay, so the name rings a bell as definitely being elvish. You kind of dwell on it for a moment, and you do remember perhaps a moon elf going by the name of Sylvari Silversong or something like that. Yeah, kind of a long time ago. But you can't recall anything else other than that at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, so he might be sitting there, like mumbling to himself. He's trying to reach far back, possibly centuries back, to this person, trying to remember. And he keeps just saying, you know, the Sylvari Silver Moon. And he's kind of tapping his lips and thinking about it.
Sylvari Silversong, sorry.
Silver Song, yeah. He's trying to remember exactly. He's like silver moon, silver.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, you're not
silver
entirely sure.
sun. Yeah. He'll finally kind of like snap to, kind of shake his head a little bit.
Loris will kind of pipe us. What happened? Did you see something else like I did?
Yes, and I heard something as well.
Oh, I didn't hear anything, but I suppose I did not gaze upon it for that long. Have you?
Yes,
In the
I
mirror?
have no longer.
Yes.
Yes, I'll put the book away. Hopefully, it doesn't go playing with my mind. Until the next time I wanted to. It's It was like an advert. It was like a crier calling out the wares of a shop down the street.
Maybe if we look inside, there might be.
Sylvari.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe, of course. We'll get to that. But the thought has crossed my mind.
Loris looks a little put out.
The thought has crossed my mind that Kinoran, you mentioned that the book said that his mood had improved slightly with his interactions with the book. Perhaps he sought out Sylvari, and that is where we will find him. On the road to this woman, I imagine.
Oh.
Yes, I too had that thought. It mentioned following lilies, correct?
Yes.
Well, the book certainly smells of lilies, and I know my flowers.
We should definitely find time to read it to get a fuller picture. But Sylvari isn't a lot to go on, and lilies grow fairly abundantly. Which ones do we follow?
I'm also quite a bit concerned if this book has bewitching effects. If reading it could deepen those roots. I wonder if the absence of Falthrax has anything to do with just giving himself to the book, as he said.
Well, the diary did mention something about that. Yes, I have some experience in not high-level magics, but some magic. Perhaps I could give it a go.
Are you sure you want to risk it? I'd be more than willing to put my body and mind on the line.
Oh, well, you are much stronger and better than I, so if you feel... I don't know.
That's not what I meant.
Oh,
I only meant that I would take up a burden. It is what I do.
very, very admirable. Yes, yes.
Yes. However, I would like to bring up the fact that this book was written by an elf, and by the bewitching effects you felt, perhaps it is best I read it. As I have natural resistance against these effects.
So on the book you can't see any author or title anywhere, but yeah. You just have the connection of the name at the moment. Yeah, it would make sense to say that the book was written by Sylvari if the advert mentioned her name, I guess. Yeah.
That's what he's thinking, yeah.
yeah, my bad.
No, you're good.
From one expert to another, I could not scoff at those qualifications. Here, I'll open up my bag again and hand him the book. It first triggers when you stare at too long. Perhaps when you take a liking to what you see. That is all I can warn you of.
Very well. He'll look to kind of his companions and say, "Do we wish to do this here?"
Yeah.
Might find someplace quiet, just in case.
It's pretty quiet in here. You might hear the odd person passing by outside, but you have the room to yourselves.
Pardon, where is here?
It's just a study, a classroom, a reading area that you found in, let's say you went to the inner sanctum, so you're outside the area that general visitors can access. Yeah, when you go through the emerald door over here, this is kind of like higher level workers. People from outside definitely can't go past here, and kind of the inner ward is restricted to those who are well established within this kind of keep. So yeah, let's say you went in there and you found a private study.
Right.
Yeah.
Good enough for me.
Okay, yeah. With that, Kinorn will take the book in both hands. And he says, well, I guess I shall begin.
To begin.
Just note that he's like, as was smart of you to do, I'll continue on to glance at it. Just be aware in case anything odd happens. I don't plan on turning away like you did.
Wow.
And he'll take a look at the mirror.
Okay. I don't know your character very well yet. Is there anything with your character that you would kind of want to change, like with appearance, strength, kind of like those, maybe if you've got any flaws that you would want to overcome, anything like that? Like being more strong, being more handsome, being smarter, that kind of thing.
Not being old.
Or not being old.
I would say that, maybe in the far reaches in the back of his mind, he does kind of miss his youth. He more specifically misses the people he knew when he was younger, and kind of where the happy memories came from. All the faces, all his friends and stuff that have passed away through his many centuries. He thinks very fondly back, and he kind of wishes he can go back to that. So a part of that does kind of he wants his youth back, I guess.
Okay, so as you kind of gaze into the book, you see your image change. You see the years kind of start melting away, and you see yourself younger, more energetic. You swear you hear the kind of chatter of voices you long remember, as if you're at a party. You kind of see like the kind of maybe the collar or the just the hem of maybe your going out outfit, as if you're ready to kind of go out with your friends and have a good time. But yeah, you see yourself younger, stronger, back in your prime. And
Yeah.
how do you feel about this image?
When he kind of sees that, maybe his hair turns more blonde and silver, his eyes get a little bit more color to them, and yeah, he also kind of gets those glimpses of those past memories, and it fills him with like a lot of happiness,
Okay.
and almost like a sense of like he really wants it.
So as soon as you start to feel that sense of want, you hear, sorry, the message that Asa was speaking about. If rest, relaxation, or transformation is what you need, then follow the lilies, dearest one. I am sure Silvari will see to your needs. And then the mirror begins to softly glow. And then, as you say, you hold on. The glow starts to gain in strength until it's basically it just expands from the book, and all of you see this ring of light kind of spill out from the mirror, and then it results in a roughly around 5 foot wide, 7 foot high portal that just takes up this space around you, and you kind of see it leading off to some definite woodland area. You see what looks to be an old woodland trail marked by posts, and you see kind of sculptures or like and very kind of dotted around, and you see stone. The sculptures seem to look like stone lilies, that kind of thing. And so yeah, basically a portal appears before you, and you see a woodland trail marked with stone lilies.
Oh, hell. That answers that question.
Yeah, you might see that Kinarn like quickly like wipes a tear away from his eye, and he kind of don't mind me.
Yeah, Loris will have like gasped at this and like went to clutch Kane's hands. Chadwick kind of looks like slack-jawed and a bit surprised, but then he catches himself. Salam is probably skeptical and apprehensive and cautious.
Well, now the question is do we all go or do we leave some behind just in case to make sure nothing happens to the book?
Well.
Nobody has to follow us who doesn't want to.
Loris will
Includes you,
pipe up.
Chadwick, if you're not feeling up to it.
Loris will say, I wish to find my friends. Chadwick is like, if you want me to hang back, I'll hang back. Y'all can do whatever you want.
Chadwick, I know you've been through
what you want.
Yeah, you have been through quite a bit, with the mean locks and everything else. So, if you want to sit this one out, we understand.
He kind of just shrugs.
Well then, hot damn boy, let's get up on in there.
If you say so.
Let's find this Silvari.
Let's follow some of these, shall we?
Okay. So are you all going through the portal then?
Kinoran is.
We can too.
And before stepping through the portal, he'll stop, still kind of clutching the book, and he says, "What shall we do with this? Do we leave it with Chadwick, or do we take it with us?"
Take it with us. It may be our way back.
Very well. Shall I hold on to it, or do you want it back, Azal?
I'll take it back later. But once again, you're the one who's qualified for charms. I respect that qualification.
Very well. He'll put it in his backpack.
Okay.
And he'll turn back, kind of look at everyone, kind of nod, and he'll step through.
Alright, you step on through the portal, and I presume everyone follows. Alright, so we'll load onto the new map, so if you're watching the stream there might be a bit of lag while we kind of load in this new scene. So yeah, hold on. Okay, let's place down your tokens.
Do not own a token. My vision is 0.
Oh, do you have no vision? Let's see. How about now? Can you see?
No. Should I reload?
I'll replace your tokens. Hold on. So we got Azza,
Holding.
we got
I'm here.
Kane, got Kinorin, and Salam. I mean, clicking on your token, I can see Azza. Oh wait, I know. There we go.
Whoa.
I had a wall. Unexpected wall. Okay. Can you see now?
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Someone left the door open.
The door you shouldn't be able to see through that, but okay. Let me have a look now. Can you see?
I've seen enough Star Trek not to trust this man.
Okay. Oh, no, let me just get someone with vision. Let's see if there's any other doors that y'all can see through. Okay. I think it's okay. I don't know why that's like that. Let me just have a quick look at this door. Okay. Door. No,
Maybe there's glass inlaid in it.
maybe. God damn it. There we go. Can you see through that?
Alright.
Probably not. Okay. Anyway, so yes. You kind of step through the portal here. So, yeah, you kind of head along this path here. Where am I? So you go along this woodland trail here. You see the stone lilies kind of dotted around, and you kind of travel down there for quite a bit of a distance, probably somewhere around a quarter of a mile. And you kind of see as you approach a trail leading up to what looks to be a temple, and then another trail kind of heading off around in a different direction. So do you kind of head towards the temple, or do you kind of follow the trail elsewhere?
I vote temple.
So I believe that's where our friend would have gone.
Alright, so yeah, you guys head on towards the temple. Okay, where are we? Yeah, so you kind of see a grand looking temple. Perhaps beyond it, you see a tower kind of towering up behind it. If you were to kind of go around the temple, you'd be able to get to there. But yeah, you kind of approach the temple and you see many lilies and kind of lovely, sweet smelling flowers kind of decorating and adorning this place. And you see a grand door before you. Yeah.
Well, shall we knock?
Kinorn will give a deep nod. It would be polite.
Kane will kind of knock on the door with the back of his knuckle.
Okay, you knock on the door and there's a pause and says, you hear a voice and says, "Ooh, guests, do come in. Enter." So you open the door. So the double doors open to the sound of a bell. Beyond the doors is a large lobby, the air heavy with the scent of fresh lilies. A desk stands at the center of the room, holding neatly piled papers and fresh-cut lilies in a vase or vase. A dark-haired man in fine clothes stands up from behind a desk as he sees you. "Welcome, friends, to the Restful Lily. Freshen yourselves in our luxurious bathhouse, or perhaps you'd enjoy a massage, a haircut, a shave, or pedicure. Oh, road-tired feet simply cry out for comfort, I'm sure. Whatever your pleasure, I am here to serve." And he bows incredibly deeply, and you see his head kind of disappear behind the desk as he does this very, very deep bow. And then he kind of pops back up and has a very, very big smile on his face. Come in, friends." Joel, step on in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinorn kind of steps like right up to the front desk, and he kind of gives a gracious bow of his head.
Oh, you know your manners. Very good.
Kane will kind of bow and tip his hat, put it back on, and then look around.
Yeah, as you.
I don't know if this door is supposed to be open, but I can see through it.
Yeah, doors seem to be janked up for some reason. Oh, there is no door there. Hold on.
Huh.
Maybe I was particularly tired when doing the walls of this map. There you go, there's a door there now. But no, yeah, there's nothing there you shouldn't that you won't be able to see in a moment. But yeah, yeah, okay. Let me know if there's any other visual glitches.
Oh, did Azza come in with us?
I don't know.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't moved in. I did. I just haven't moved to Toka. I apologize.
Hmm.
Kinorn will say, yes, actually, I'm quite interested in perhaps a nice bath.
Oh, we have plenty of those there. I hear, even.
Yes, it's been a while since I've had a nice shampoo. Tell me, what do you charge for such services?
Oh, we have plenty of services here. We do charge for them, though. So, now, let me see. I believe a room per night is 4 gold apiece. And then we have plenty of other amenities to go with it. Entry to the bathhouse is 5 gold per person. The lodgings, as I said, 4 gold per person. Meals are a measly 5 silver pieces and offers a wide range of beverages. So we offer haircuts, shaves, even waxings, 2 gold pieces, 1 gold pieces, or 10 gold pieces respectively. Massages can be booked, you have to book in advance, but 20 gold pieces and last for an hour. The manicure and pedicures cost a mere 2 silver pieces. But he kind of leans in. We do charge a little bit extra if the work is particularly challenging, let's say. We've had a few rather grubby guests in the past, and but looking at all of you, you seem relatively clean, so you shouldn't be too much trouble. So I'll paste this into chat for you. There's like there can be like a menu that you could read over. Let me just double check. There's no spoilers in there. No. There we go. Yes, and he would have introduced. He has, let's say, he has a name badge as well that reads safe. Safe.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, there's like it says like, "Hello, my name is Safe," and like it's like written in a very elegant writing.
Now, when you say grubby customers, I assume you mean appearance. However, what do you do about ones? Do you charge extra for mental states? People that come, maybe they're not happy with themselves.
Ooh.
Something's wrong. They might be
A
out of
little
place.
eager, are we? Well, I do not deal with that myself. It'll be one or all 3 of our managers. They're who you'd want to speak to regarding that. Yes. If you wish to set up a session where you can delve into that a little bit more, I can arrange something for you. Yes, it'll be one of our managers. Let me
Do
get
you
that.
have to hold group sessions? My friends and I, we've gone through quite a bit. We came here seeking, to get clean both physically and mentally.
Well, I suppose a group session could be done, but yes, we could sort something out. But typically it's 1-to-1. You'd have to talk to the managers about regarding that. So there's 3 of them. We have Azirsa, we have Morgana, and we have Greensong. I'll type those names for you. Have Morgana. Oh, I wasn't typing in the chat box. Okay, that should be good. Azirsa, Morgana, and Greensong. Yes, they are the ones who run this establishment and deal with the higher level beauty treatments, let's say.
Well, it would be awful rude of me to make the decision for my friends here. Neil kind of turned back and looked to all of you. What would you all like? Shall we start with a bath first?
I look away uncomfortable.
Oh, yes, I think a bath would be the perfect start.
Very good, very good. Yes, but I presume all of you will be requiring grooms?
Believe that shall be agreeable.
Yes. Do you know how long you'll be staying, or shall we open up a tab for your rooms?
Perhaps a tab will be best.
Very good, very good. You'll take out some parchments, and one for each of you. Yes, we don't want anyone walking out on us, so I believe you will have to agree to pay the sum of your rent, let's say, at the end of your stay, and sign your names here, and you'll be bound to pay the amount owed.
Kino Arnold, he'll kind of glance over the paperwork,
Another enchantment.
what might be written.
Yeah, it's just kind of a general thing saying that you promise to pay the rent or the fees owed. Otherwise, they'll be able to come get it somehow, magically, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like, we'll suck the soul out of your body if you don't pay. It's like, let's say it says...
Like that, he probably does do that.
It says like...
To be completely clear, that's the devil right there.
You will magically be kept within the premises of this establishment until you pay the rent owed. So like if you tried to go beyond their grounds, there'll be like a magical barrier or something preventing you. So yeah, you can roam the gardens and the lands, but like if you went to a certain part, there'll be like a invisible barrier stopping you from going.
Yeah, so Kinoran, being a creature of the Feywild, is looking out for Fey trickery.
It's very, very open and straightforward regarding paying what you at the end of things. Yeah.
When he's satisfied with that, he'll sign his name.
Yeah. Salam is probably the same with looking over this. Yeah. So you spend some time kind of looking over the contract, saying, yeah, I agree to pay the sum owed at the end of my stay. Otherwise, I will not be able to leave the grounds because there's a barrier in the way. So yeah, you all pay. So it's the costs laid out. So 4 gold per night. Yeah. So we'll need to keep track of how many days or how many nights you stay here and whatever else you pay. If you want to go for a bath or massage, you can always pay up front, and that won't go onto the tab.
Excellent.
Yeah. So you sign, and it kind of, as you sign your name on the parchment, it kind of glows and then appears to set itself within the parchments. So yes, here are your keys for your rooms. I can show you where they are, if you so wish to settle in first. But if you wish to enter the bathhouses behind me, are the changing rooms, where you can change into your bathrobes and relieve yourself of your belongings and have them cleaned if you so wish, or they'll be securely kept in your changing rooms until you so return. There is a chest inside that you will have a key for. But yes, if you wish to go to your rooms first, I can show you where they are.
I believe it shall be easier to bathe if we drop our gear off first, so...
Very good.
Yes, that would be lovely.
Very good. Then, if you would be so kind to follow me. And he stands up straight and turns very swiftly and heads over to the door here and opens it up graciously, bows and gestures for you to head on inside. Head on inside after you. Okay. So yeah, you guys step into this area here. A large cushioned chairs are set around this open space. Calming music fills the air, which carries a floral scent. A bar takes up one corner of the room, alongside shelves of expensive wines and spirits and baskets of fresh fruit. 2 tables stand along one wall, each set up as a manicure and pedicure station with nail files, clippers, and various bottles of nail varnish. And you kind of see a number of people kind of... you see one person behind the bar here, another one kind of milling around the pedicure station, and then you see one lady standing out above the rest here. I'll just grab this handout so you can see who they are, and I'll describe them as well. Yeah, also as you kind of come in, she very quickly looks over to you and gives you a long, hard look. Okay, where are we? So looking at this person here, she appears as a thin, pale creature whose long, no wait, where are we? Long hair. Oh no, not pale, not the pale one. Oh, she is kind of pale, but yeah, very slender. Let's see, who is an elf? I believe Kinorin is. Any other elves or anyone familiar with elves? Anyway, so those of you who are familiar with elves will recognize her instantly as a moon elf with very long hair kind of spilling down from her head. If closer you look, you see that she has sparkling sapphire eyes, and she kind of gives you a very, very lush gaze as you kind of walk into the room here. Okay, let me find that handout for you. Okay, so this is the one on the right you're looking at here. So the one you see at the moment is the one on the right, pale, slender, long hair, sparkling eyes. And yes, so those of you who are keyed into it recognize her as a moon elf. Okay, so she kind of looks at you with that lush look as you all step on into the room. And once you have all stepped in, Saith will follow you inside. Azza, are you heading on in? Or are you having connection issues, perhaps?
The door was closed in my face. I wasn't sure if I was allowed to.
I didn't close it, or maybe I did, I don't know.
Oh.
Anyway, head on in. So yes, Saith is kind of holding the door open, bowing deeply and gesturing for you all to head on into the lounge and bar area. Okay. So once you all head in, he goes in after you, closes the door, and then gestures for you to follow you. As you go past, he kind of gestures. This is one of our many glorious managers. This is Morgana. And she kind of looks at you and says, "Charmed, I'm sure. I'm sure I will be speaking to you later. Yes? I am sure I have something to offer you once you are settled in."
Keenorn will give her an elven bow to her.
She returns the bow.
Much obliged. I must say, this place is fabulous.
Thank you. We put our heart and soul into this place to give everyone whatever they so desire.
Oh, I can definitely tell by the attention to details, like the folded napkins at the bar over there.
Yes, we have many folded napkins. And she gestures to the bar, and the person behind it suddenly scrambles and starts putting out like loads of like folded napkins. Yeah. So Morgana, you see him kind of stride over to the opposite side of the room over here and say, "If you would be so kind to follow me to your rooms." So yeah, it's over here. So regarding rooms, did you all have one each? Is anyone gonna bunk together?
I'll bunk with Azza.
Loris looks a little let down at this, but okay. Loris will say. Loris kind of.
I can find a quiet place to sit down for an hour.
What? You don't want a room?
Don't worry. No, that's not what I meant.
He was talking about for Kane and
Oh, okay. And Loris will kind of look at you as she says it out. She says, "I want a nice big room with a double bed." And Saith will say, "I can accommodate that, I'm sure." So yeah, he'll open the door and again gesture for you all to head on inside.
I am now having connection issues. So I'll be there in spirit.
Okay, I'll move your character. Alright, so you kind of head on into here. Everyone goes on in. And Saith will go in with you. Or are you, Asa? There you are. Okay, so yeah, he'll close the door behind you and gesture for you to follow him. So he'll indicate this room here. This is the room with the nice double bed for a Miss... What was the name again? Ah, yes, Miss Nis. So she'll take her key, unlock the room, give Kane big puppy dog eyes, and then walk on in. And then, let's see, so we've got some rooms. So yeah, the big one here, you can have one at the top, or you can have one round the corner. Let's give Chadwick, he'll have one over here. So yeah, if you kind of follow Saith around the corner, you'll see some rooms. There's 3 rooms here, so I think there's one more. So one person go up there, then there's like 3 around the corner. So yeah, I'll open up the doors for the rooms that you guys can make use of. Or do you want me to just like put you in a room and that can be yours?
Yeah. Kinoran will offer to room with Salam.
Okay, yeah, so Salam can accept that or get his own when he's here. Not that one, Kane. Let's see, ooh, where are we? Who was bunking together? So we've got Kinoran and Salam. Chadwick's got his own. Miss Nis has her own, and I believe Kane and Azza were having one together.
I believe so.
Alright, I'll put you guys in this room here.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a rather fine establishment. We shall enjoy ourselves, but perhaps we shall have a small edge of frugalness.
Yeah, so he shows you to your room and says, "If you have ever need of anything, don't hesitate to call, and I will be there to serve whenever you need. Except after 7 p.m, of course. That is my personal hours. Anyway, very good." And he gives you a incredibly deep bow and then heads off. Okay, so yeah, all of these rooms very well furnished, containing a very comfortable and plush bed, a sturdy chest for storage that has a key, a lock and key. The key is already there for you. So yeah, you can lock your belongings in there if you so wish. There's a wall lantern, a full-length mirror, and a desk that holds small bottles and lotions and soaps, and a tea and coffee making facility as well.
Excellent.
Okay. So they're kind of like, you know, the people that all look the same, the lady with the hoods, they're kind of just like general looking staff that are just like milling around doing staff kind of things.
And we've only seen one of the managers so
Yeah,
far, personally.
you've only seen the one on the right, Morgana. The sparkly blue eyes, very pale, slender, long black hair. And those of you who are keyed into elves will be able to recognize her as a moon elf.
I'm as keyed in as the language goes. Does speaking Elven make me an expert on elves?
A Mapon elf rather than a moon elf, apparently. So yeah, you kind of go into your rooms, kind of get comfortable. If you open up the chest, you find some kind of like comfortable, fancy pajama-y kind of things. So if you wish to change out of your normal clothing, you can do so. And there's a very sturdy lock on the chest as well if you wish to secure any of your belongings in there.
I don't. They might charge me.
Yeah, the everything inside the room in the contract it says everything inside the room is for your use and free to use. Yeah, there's free tea and coffee making facilities. Maybe if I get some time, I'll find some overpriced prices for like a mini fridge where they'll like charge you like
The,
one
the drinks in the
platinum
mini fridge are a trap.
like one platinum piece for like a bottle of water or something. Yeah. So while you guys think about what you want to do, I need to quickly pop to the loo, so have a think. We'll take a quick minute break, if that's alright. Just need to go to the loo quickly. Alright, so yeah,
Yep,
we'll
sounds good.
take a quick toilet break, so we'll be back in like a minute or two. Okay.
I don't have to go anywhere. This seems a little awkward. Just lie my head down.
Okay. Well, I'm back. Let's wait for the rest of them, and we'll get started again. Hello.
My nap was interrupted.
Oh, really? I mean, yeah, you guys could take a short rest if you wanted. But yeah, you haven't really done anything to warrant a short rest. But yeah, we'll see what everyone decides together.
No, I meant literal.
Oh, okay.
I had my head down.
Ah, I see. Are you feeling tired, perhaps?
I didn't need to go to the loo, so I thought it'd be awkward to stay here with chat all by myself.
Fair
I'm not
enough.
a streamer. I get nervous with crowds I can't see.
Fair enough. Any idea what you would want to do at this place then? I think a few people are going for a bath. I think you were against the idea of a bath, maybe, or apprehensive.
Avoid fees.
Avoid fees, okay.
Alright, I'm broke after paying Rolo.
Oh, really? Okay.
The poverty weighs heavy.
Well, maybe
Oh,
maybe
no.
someone will pay for you to have a manicure or something.
I was wondering if I'd ask if they need a monster slayer or anyone willing to do a dirty job around here.
You could ask.
I was just waiting for a chance to be alone with the rather pleasant looking lady.
Oh, Morgana.
Oh, and I'm gonna
Nurse.
spot you for the gold for now, for this place.
Ooh.
For now, I've moved
For
from
now.
one loan shark to another.
Uh,
No, no loan sharking.
yeah,
Kane needs you. You're the upfront guy.
yeah, once we're all here, we can jump back
Lom's a
into
good
it.
enough upfront guy. You don't need me. I'm just here as comical relief as I miss all my swings.
Now you could miss twice as many.
I need a magic weapon. Or
Any ideas what you're gonna go for, Kane?
But I'm gonna go for it. Meaning what?
Like in this establishment, bath, massage, manicure, waxing. Get that
Probably
bikini
bath
wax.
first. Gotta get that gooch tainted too. You know what I'm saying?
Bath first, maybe, yeah, and then the gooch wax.
I'm gonna be like Prince from the waist down. I'm gonna have some glitter. Everything's gonna be permed out.
I'm sure they have some body glitter somewhere.
My walking music is gonna be Purple Rain.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, like room wise, so we've got Azza and Kane. Opposite your room is where Chadwick went into. Adjacent to your room is Loris's room, and then next to Loris's room at the top there is where Salam and Kinorin currently is. Or currently are even. Yeah, unless Salam wishes to get their own room, which they might do, but we'll see when Swizz can get back in. Okay, while we're waiting, so in your rooms, yeah, we have the chest, the nice comfy beds, the free water and tea and coffee making facilities, various soaps and whatever, and a change of clothes, so you can change into something comfortable if you wished. Kind of like, let's say, expensive clothes, not commoner clothes. Yeah. There's also kind of like a general kind of introductory guide. So there's kind of like an introduction to the kind of three managers here. So let's get the handout again. Okay. So on the left, we have someone introducing themselves as Azirsa. So there's kind of a blurb saying, if you want to have a tough but rewarding workout, come seek me in the gardens and I'll put you through the ringer. Then we have in the middle, we have someone introducing themselves as Green Song. Stop by the kitchen for a lovely bite to eat, and I'm sure you'll leave satisfied as you eat down some healthy foods that will purge you of toxins and anything bad. And then you recognize Morgana, who says, stop by the bar, help yourself to a drink, and if you wish to have a chat, I'll be there to lend an ear. So yeah, there's kind of like a welcome kind of handout that kind of introduces the three of them. Yeah, so I'm not sure how much of that you caught, Hawk. So yeah, kind of going to the three people you saw on the handout. So the red-headed one is Irsa, introduces themselves as a fitness person, come to the gardens if you want to be put through the ringer and get your sweat on before the baths. Then you have the middle one, the green-haired one, Green Song, saying if you're hungry and wish to get some healthy grub to clear yourself of all those toxins, come get something from the kitchen. Then Morgana, stop by the bar, help yourself to a drink, or maybe buy a drink actually, and I'll be there to listen and accompany you in, yeah. So yeah, you guys are in your rooms, a secure looking chest, comfortable bed. Yeah, in the chest is a change of clothes into some very fancy, comfortable pajamas if you wish to change. Yeah, and yeah, you.
Kinor would try to find like a pair of like slippers, like grandpa slippers.
Yeah, there's like a really comfortable, maybe like a yukata kind of thing. There's some really plush slippers or a bathrobe or anything like that. So yeah, you could kind of change completely or just change your shoes, and anything you put in your chest is secured by a hefty looking lock.
Can't we put all his weapons in there?
Okay, so yeah. So yeah, you disarm yourself and place your weapons, close the lid, and you kind of lock it with your room. Let's say the door key and the chest key are the same thing, I guess. Yeah, and yeah, so there's a very reassuring click as you lock the chest with your belongings inside.
Yes, so I guess only Azza would see this, but while Kane puts like the robe on, you will see a necklace of and he has a necklace with a purple crystal on it.
Mm.
He kind of just tucks under his robe.
Ah.
Is that your purple rain?
That is my purple rain, baby.
I've got scars.
I must say, Azza, you look mighty different without all the armor and the weapons and the arsenal on. You
Oh,
look kind of out of place almost.
does Azza completely disarm her and everything?
He's never completely disarmed.
Do you like?
Wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you want to keep something on you, yeah, go for it. But yeah, so feel free to change however you wish, and then step out
No.
of your rooms, and then decide what you'd like to do.
Yeah, Kinor would have removed his leather armor, kind of changed into his simple, simple tunic. Put his shield, most of his stuff away. He'll keep his sickle on a little belt kind of near his back, and he'll kind of walk with his little quarterstaff, kind of using it as like a walking stick.
Okay. Yeah, the chest is not a pocket dimension, so I guess you'll be able to summon your weapon bonded weapon.
But if it was, wouldn't that be a tasty surprise?
Yeah. I mean, you could do an Arcana check on the chests if you
Foul
wanted.
fiend.
It definitely looks like the right
Come
size on the
on!
inside. So yeah, I mean, it looks like a normal chest, just very secure, hefty lock, thick wood, binded well with the metal edging, trimming stuff. So yeah, you guys change how you want, and yeah, you read over the brochure introducing the three, and then you're free to do what you want.
Well, are you ready, Azza?
Ready for what exactly?
Well, we must explore. We have someone we have to find. We have to gather intelligence and do reconnaissance.
Sure enough.
So, I will do reconnaissance around the bar area.
Exercises in the yard.
Yeah.
I'll ingratiate myself there.
You open the door and then you see Loris just there, and she goes, "Oh, hello. I was waiting.
Me.
I was waiting." She was near the door, but she wasn't like pressed up against it.
Were you listening in on us?
Oh, I would never do such a thing.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Oh, why is she lying?
She's not lying. And looking at the door, they seem pretty thick. You'd have to be like properly up against the door to kind of listen in through it.
Sir.
It's a healthy thickness of a door. And the walls aren't made of like paper mache.
As Kane steps out, he'll just put his arm out for her to take it, and then try to go find Chadwick and everybody else.
Yeah, so she takes
I
your
always
arm.
called them cheesecake.
As you step out, you see Kinorin kind of stepping out his room with Salam. Over the top there. You know Chadwick would be in this room if he was still in his room. So yeah, Chadwick's room here, Kane and Az's room here, Loris's room here, Kinorin and Salam's room here, unless Salam decides to get his own room next when he's here. Okay, so yeah, you go with Loris, presumably to the bar.
Yeah, I'll tell Salam and Kanoran as well. We're gonna take to the bar. Would you gentlemen like to join us?
I suppose that sounds nice.
Okay, so yeah, you guys head to the bar where you could get a drink or inquire into a bath or something else. I'm quickly looking for some drink menus.
As we walk by Morgana, Kane's gonna give her a bow.
Yeah, she bows back to you very gracefully.
Not trying to make Miss Nis jealous or anything.
And she kind of eyes up Morgana jealously.
Pardon me, Lady Morgana. Which way to the exercise yard?
Okay. Morgana. Yes, I believe you will be after Azir, sir. Yes, she is back to the main entrance and through the door on the left. Do a quick perception check on that as well.
Eagle eyes activate. I said eagle eyes activate.
Yeah,
You got inspiration.
you do have inspiration if you want to use it.
What's it matter? I'm just gonna roll like a 7. Oh well, if I don't use it, I'll lose it. It's like a 7.
22. You got 22. Okay, as she mentions the name Azirsa, you kind of detect an extremely faint expression of disdain, as if she might not like this person.
I'll file that away for later.
So yeah, kind of go back to the main entrance and then go across, directly the door across. Where's Kinorin? I can't see his token anywhere.
By the bar.
Yeah, I'm down here.
Oh, Chadwick
yeah.
was on top of you. Okay.
Oh.
Alright, so yeah, as you...
I depart from the fair lady with a shadow bow. I'll pass by this way wordlessly. I just point to the next door.
Yeah, this door over here. Yeah, you can ask Saith and he'll direct you to that door there. And there's a very green floral looking sign just labeling this place as the gardens and workout area. Yeah, so as you guys can also go to the bar as well, you see that Chadwick is already there, full bathrobe and slippers, just slinging back shots. Okay, so as you kind of enter into the garden here. Okay, let's see. Let's describe that to you. Here we go. An iron fence overgrown with ivy surrounds this small garden. An earthen path weaves between a scattering of trees, flower bushes, and stone benches. Various iron weights, wooden poles, and heavy sacks are strewn about the place. And you see the person from the picture labeled as Azirsa, and I'll give you a description of her. Let me pull that up. So, yeah, so you see this person here, Elvish. I'm not sure how clued into elves you are. You wouldn't maybe not know which type she is. How clued into elves are you? Maybe do nature check? Unless you've spent a lot of time with elves.
I speak their language, and I'm closer to the elven continent of elf something than most people, but
sure, let's say you can know what type she is.
I never thought about it.
Yeah, so you can recognize this person as a sun elf. Okay, so you see this sun elf before you, very, very athletic, very lovely, bouncy, full copper hair, wearing a very ornate looking breastplate with a red fur mantle, and she looks extremely confident with herself. As you enter, she kind of looks up at you, gives you a once over, and says, "Oh, we got a strong one here, eh? Here for a workout?"
I'm here to show you what I can do.
Oh, well, I'm here to see.
Thrusts.
No time for the weak here, I say. If you're weak, get out. But if you're strong and got it, then let's put you through your paces. Okay, so while you get ready for that, what's everyone at the bar doing?
And he's gonna start trying some wines and stuff and look around and see the atmosphere of everybody.
Okay, so there's a very, very in-depth menu ranging from cheap and cheerful all the way to very expensive. Okay, so let's say Morgana comes on over and kind of steps behind the bar and kind of looks over to the worker and says, perhaps you can help a green song in the kitchens. I'll take care of our guests. And the bar person bows and then silently steps into the door behind here. So, friends, what will it be? How much are you willing to spend, and what are you after? Perhaps some tea, something exotic, something with a bit of a magical kick even, or we can just stick with the simple things.
Well, how much would be something with a magical kick?
Ooh, we have many things. Okay, I can maybe just print screen this to you and just hope there's going to be nothing in here that will break the game. Okay, so this is from a homebrew thingamabobber. Just paste this into chat for you there. So yeah, there's a vast range of magical drafts and drinks that range from expensive to incredibly expensive. Yes, here we have what we have regarding magical drinks to give you that particular edge. But if that's maybe a little too rich for your tastes, we have some nice teas, more simple drinks, and a few maybe cheaper but still nice exotic drinks.
Kane's gonna pull out 20 gold pieces for the scotch.
Ooh,
Jory's
Jory's Scotch. Okay, so, yes. Do you prefer it on the rocks or neat?
A neat, please.
Very good. So she takes out this incredibly elegant looking glass that glints in the lamplight, and then she takes out a very large kind of like decanter made of expensive looking crystal, and she pours out a measured serving of this scotch, and then she places a very expertly folded napkin onto the bar and then the drink on top of it. And it's one of those ones that kind of, it's not a flat bottom, it's like pointed so it can like roll around but not spill over. So yeah, she serves you one of those. And then she looks over to Loris. Anything for the lady?
Well, darling, anything in particular you like?
Oh, I think I quite like wines. Anything nice regarding wine? Okay, so let's see.
Minosis spirit?
Okay, so exotic. We have a very nice exotic wine brewed with snake venom, not for the faint of heart, but safe to drink and finished with a nice spice. If that's your kind of thing, 3 gold pieces.
Yeah, Kane would give her 3 gold.
Very good. So she'll take out a kind of elegant, dark coloured glass bottle, and the top finishes off with like a glass shaped snake's head, and then she pours it into a very fancy kind of silver goblet with gems kind of put into it. And she serves it to Miss Nis on a very nice folded napkin. Anything for the esteemed gentleman? And she looks over to Kinorin.
And he'll think about it, and he says, perhaps a simple black tea with a spoonful of honey.
So I'll paste in the teas and exotic drinks into chat for you guys. So
Okay.
okay, so yeah, we have a variety of teas. Do you wish for something sweet, something floral, or something a bit more mellow and warm, filled with milk? Although I would recommend that one a bit more for before you sleep. What takes your fancy?
And he thinks over it for a moment, and he says, "The lovely smell of this place makes me think something herbal. I think I shall take some of your violet."
Very good. This will be with you in a moment. It takes a little bit of time to stew and be ready for drinking, but yes, it will be with you shortly. So after maybe a minute or two, you are served like a very ornate teapot and a matching cup and saucer to have your tea in. And Chadwick is already slinging back some fancy-looking wine. Salam will get whatever he wanted, and yeah, then we'll head over to Azza if there's nothing you guys want to quickly ask or discuss together.
We'll start drinking for now. Once the spirits hit us, we'll conversate.
All right. Okay. So yeah, mainly Kane. Yeah, make sure you remember the effect of the magical drink and a scotch. So advantage on charisma checks for 1 hour. So we switch on back to Azza with Azirsa here. So you want to try yourself at some physical activity, eh? What's it for you? We got 3 things, 3 challenges, and if you conquer all 3, I'll throw in something nice for you. And she'll give you a very nice wink, but the kind of wink that is like powered by incredible, strong face muscles. Yes.
Yeah. I go through some stretchings. My flexibility could use some work, but I'm confident in my strength.
Yeah, well, after a little warm-up, we have 3 challenges. Got some squats, we got a tug-of-war, and we got chain skipping.
Who am I playing tug of war with?
Well, you'll have to...
I don't know if this room is like empty.
Oh, this is like a very big open garden here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of see lots of like workout equipment around, large trees and shrubberies. There is an iron fence, but it's kind of like obscured by just lots of like vines and flowers. And then over in this corner here, there's a very large looking tree. That is like the main piece of this garden. Yeah, so yeah, she kind of like leads you through some stretching and warm-up exercises before you kind of decide to do anything in particular.
As we're stretching, I'll say, I'm an independent contractor. Good with dirty and dangerous jobs. If you need anything done around here.
I like 'em dirty. Sorry, where am I? My manners. Perhaps a monster slayer?
Done that.
Yes, maybe we have something you could do if you prove yourself. We have a little bit of a varmint problem.
How about, along with that prize, we can consider these challenges to be something of a job interview.
I like that. Very good. So, what will it be first? Squats, tug-of-war, or the chain skipping?
A tug of war before the squats would be smarter.
Very good.
We're at the legs after.
Okay, so she kind of goes over to a pile of workout equipment and she picks up a very hefty, strong looking rope. Kind of hands you one end of it. And do you grab hold of it?
I grab hold of it.
Very good. Now make sure you put your back into it. Don't want you getting hurt. So she then kind of
Yes, ma'am.
let's say you're kind of over here somewhere, so you got a bit of. She takes the other end of the rope and like leads it over to the tree until it's almost taut, and then she kind of clicks her fingers, and then the tree starts to writhe and kind of the branches move, and then they kind of lunge towards the other end of the rope and kind of wrap around it securely. And then she walks to the middle of the rope and places her hand on the center and says, "Ready?" And she gives you a long, hard look. She kind of
Yeah, I stare at the tree for a little bit, like, and then I look at her. Yeah, ready.
All right. On three. 1, 2, 2.5, and 3. And then this tree just like puts all of its might into just yanking on this rope. So, can I have you make a athletics check, please?
I fail. I'll just fly off in the sky with a twinkle. I was just flying off again. Athletics, thank goodness I'm skilled in that.
Okay, so you plant yourself and get ready, but this tree just wraps all of its branches around this rope and just yanks it as hard as it can. And then you just are just pulled forwards and just eat dirt pretty hard. As you kind of slam into the ground, you take 6 bludgeoning damage. Okay. So you take a moment to...
I'm not wearing my heavy armor, so I took the full of it.
Yeah, you kind of whip yourself back up, pop up, and then try and pull on the tree once more as it's getting ready to pull you further. So make another athletics check.
That's 2 out of 3. Oh yeah, chef treat first. I've had it sitting in my pocket. Aha!
So you grab your brownie,
Augusto.
stuff it into your face, and then between bites, give a tug on that rope.
I'm gonna tug it. Here it comes. I'm a tugboat.
Oh baby! So you plant yourself, and using the power of brownies, you pull on that rope super hard. Azira, who's looking disappointed, suddenly has this... She's just washed away with this look of surprise, and you just heft that rope to the point where you kind of pull some of the branches off of this tree, and they kind of go scattering around you, and you stand up victorious. Well, I was skeptical at first after your fall, but it turns out you are a strong, strong boy. Very nice. What next? You forgot?
I forgot trees were stronger than they looked.
Well,
Okay.
good thing I'm into
Now that's
muscles
over.
and not brains.
Squats.
Squats it is. So, you must complete with perfect form, full depth, full range of motion, 3 sets of continuous squats. Very good. Now, what weight do you wish to have?
I don't know.
How much can Asa squat?
No, something. I don't know. I don't even know how much I can squat.
Let's say I will take care of this. Let's start with a standard weight. And she places a warm hand on your chest, and you feel your clothes suddenly become much, much heavier than they were before. Now, if you're ready, get to squatting.
I knew I should come here shirtless.
Okay, so you start squatting and you go through your first set of squats. Can you do a constitution check, please?
I was hoping athletics again. Makes sense, I guess.
Don't bottom out.
Just an ability check.
Yeah, just a constitution
Just
check.
an ability check. I'm not being poisoned or anything for a saving throw.
Okay,
It's
15.
far
So
worse.
you've warmed up from the stretches and the tug of war, but yeah, so you kind of power through these squats pretty easily. Yeah, you kind of get the first set done, no problem. And she looks at you. Very good, very good. Good form, good depth. And she clicks her fingers, and the weight of your clothes double. Now, next set. No rest. Keep going. Push through. Feel the burn.
Next set. Next set, the rest. Come on, give me another nat 20. That's not nat 20.
Okay, so you get about halfway through your set, and you get to the bottom of the squat, and you start struggling to get up, and you feel yourself toppling over backwards, and you hit the floor,
No.
and you find yourself just stuck on the floor with the weight of your clothes. And she kind of looks down at you and says, disappointing, disappointing, but maybe you wore yourself out on that strong tug. And she offers you a hand to help you up.
I told you my flexibility was poor. I lost balance.
Yes, I'm sure you
My
did.
hands.
So she offers you a hand, and if you take it, you feel your clothes relieve themselves of the extra weight, and you get on up again. Okay.
All right.
Well,
So, not my best performance there, but there's still the chains. You
the
gotta give me at
chains.
least a chance to pass 2 of 3.
Yes, yes, yes. You can always try the squats again after having a little rest, but yes, onto the chain skipping. Now, let's get this. Where is it? Ah, here we go. She hands you a very heavy looking metal chain. You grab one end of it, and she gives the. Oh, wait, hold on. No, she has one end of it, and she gives the other end of it to the tree, and then they start spinning it around at a worrying but probably manageable speed.
Oh.
And she says, when you're ready, jump on in.
Oh no. You know, I did not realize chain skipping was was jumping, but let's see what happens.
Okay.
I expect to fail, so I'm gonna fail spectacularly. I twist the ring on my finger a little bit and activate the jump spell.
Okay.
We're going up. We're going up, baby.
All right. If you use the power of the jump ring, I'll give you advantage on this. So can you make a acrobatics check, please, with advantage with the power of the jump ring?
See, I knew I was gonna fail this. All right, acrobatics, a skill I am deeply invested in.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, very good. So through your diligence, training, and wanting to succeed, and the power of the ring, you just jump on in there,
And
and
cheating.
you just nail this. You have perfect timing, perfect height, and everything, and you just do it for however long she says she wants until she says stop. Yeah, you succeed very admirably. Okay, so after like a couple of minutes of this, she slows the chain down to a stop and says, well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, but that's not enough for the grand prize, but still, you've proven yourself. Perhaps you can help us with our little problem. Now, we have a bathhouse, but it seems to be inhabited by a troublesome spirit. it seems to bother the guests none, but whenever we go in to try and clean, it's a bit hostile towards us, let's say. If you were to vanquish it, I would be very, very appreciative. And she kind of like grabs your arm at that.
That's a big vermin. I'll need some time to prepare. But I've dealt with spirits before.
Oh, I bet you have. But let me know if you manage to do so, and I'll be very appreciative, as I said. And if you wish to try the squats again, yeah, I'm here. Maybe after a little rest and relaxation, you'll be more up to the challenge. And she gives you another wink. Don't be a stranger now.
Just be sure to let the staff know that I'm at work.
I'll let them know.
Might startle some people with me running around with my weapons.
Don't you worry about that, darling. Okay, and you are free to loiter or leave the garden. And we'll go back to the bar with our gang, maybe finishing their current round of drinks.
Kane's trying to talk Inoran into taking some shots. One won't hurt now.
And he'll think about it for a moment. He says, "I suppose one will be all right. I'm not as young as I once was."
Oh, that's a nonsense. With a couple more of these, you'll feel hundreds of years younger.
This is the more general drinks menu. Various ales and whatnot. But yeah, extensive list of drinks. I'm sure one of them could be a shot.
Goblin snuff.
Oh my god.
Maybe the Traveler's Bliss could be a shot.
Three shots of goblin snuff.
Goblin Snuff, where's that one?
It's 5 gold pieces.
Oh yeah, five silver pieces, yeah.
Yes, 5 silver.
Some argue whether this is ale or broth. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you can serve up some shots of those. Okay, so yeah, Morgana happily lays out the shots before you.
And he's gonna try to get Morgana to take one with us.
Okay. Well,
Can I do a persuasion check?
the shots aren't. The goblin snuff isn't quite my thing. You can do a persuasion on her. Okay. I don't usually partake in something as unrefined as this, but if I'm selling it, then I should approve of it, I'm sure. I'll join you, yes. And she pours herself one, and she kind of like takes a moment to compose herself and quickly drinks it down, and then kind of just like hand on the table, head down, just trying her best to keep it down. And then she kind of looks up at you and smiles. That's an experience.
That it is, darling. In my years, I've come to love things that are unusual because it makes the wonderful things stand out so much more.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
Well, I believe if a youngling such as yourself can do it, suppose I can too. He'll take his and take it back, and you can see just the grimace on his face as he drinks it. He kind of like shivers.
Yeah, it really catches on your throat as it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Morgana, have you guys had more foot traffic coming through here recently?
We've had a few, but some guests remain anonymous, so you can. I'm sure some of them provide fake names. We are not here to judge. We are here to serve. But yes, we have a few guests in at the moment. But yes, if you are after information, I'm sure you would appreciate the fact that guests have their privacy, and we uphold that.
Of course, I was just wondering. A fine establishment like this definitely needs people to come inside. It would be a waste if no one knew about this.
Indeed. Well, we are not as popular as some places, but we have our foot traffic, yes.
Oh yes, that I see. My
Usually only the truly worthy and appropriate come here.
and I can tell.
Indeed.
My companion over there, he's a kind of gesture towards Kenorin. He was wondering if one had troubles in their mind, whom would they speak to?
Well, any of our managers, but compared to the other two, I'm the more capable, for sure. And
Oh, of
roll
course.
roll perception on that.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah, insight or perception, either would work probably. 19. Yeah, so you can definitely pick up a hint of disdain for the other two managers of this establishment.
And by the looks of it, I have yet to see the other managers, but I would say that your work is extremely important. Yours is right by the rest area. You provide the nourishment for people to relax and take the load off.
The nourishment is more of my companion Greensong, but yes, I had a hand in curating some of these drinks, and my services are more verbal, or yes, through the mouth, the word of mouth.
I see. So you would be the perfect person to speak to if one had something heavy on their soul that they needed to get off their chest.
Yes, I'm sure I could get something off of your chest. She gives you the eyes. Loris,
Well,
hang on, let me see. What's her perception? There we go.
don't cock block me.
She maybe isn't 100%, but she's like, her eyes narrow at Morgana, and she
Well,
begins to pout.
I'm glad to be in your capable hands. Um, Perhaps after we come from the baths and have a chance to relax, we could have a conversation.
Yes, I'm open to helping you become the best possible you want to be. And that is an
Oh,
open
that is music.
invitation to all of you. Okay.
We'll make sure to let our friend Azza know as well.
Yeah. I guess at that, Azza can come on in to join you guys.
Sure. I have no problem being anywhere.
Yes.
Woo.
Woo you over. Oop, that's
Fly.
a little too far. Kind of went through the
Fly,
wall
my
there.
token, fly. Wow.
There
wow.
we go. There we go.
Where am I?
You ended up in
I
someone's
just
room.
landed on this bed.
Okay, so yeah, here.
Take 30 force damage.
So yeah, Azza walks
I
in,
live.
looking sweaty, got a bit of a pump, kind of legs shaking ever so slightly.
bit scuffed around the head and shoulders, but I still look like I'm ready to go.
Maybe there's some like soil dirt stains on the robes you changed into.
Nothing but a brush off the shoulder.
Yeah, you could brush it off. Okay, so yeah, you guys can kind of chat quickly and then we'll probably wrap today's session up. If there's anything you want to discuss before finishing.
It was just me and the instructor in the training yards. No one else.
Very well, and I assume everything went well?
Yeah. Well enough.
Yeah. Morgana greets you and says, "Do you wish to have a drink?"
I should mention. No. I heard there was some sort of ghast and ghoul in your in one of your bathhouses. I have agreed to look into it.
Ah, yes, you must be talking about the spirit in the main bathhouse. Yes, yes, if you were to vanquish it, it would be in your debt.
I'll cut anyone who wishes to join me in on this endeavor. Spirits and ghosts can be quite dangerous, and I would prefer not to be alone.
So I suppose helping our wonderful hosts would be something we could do.
Well, aren't you accommodating?
Well, and then upon success, Miss Morgana, you should agree to have another shot with us, preferably one of higher quality taste this time.
Yes, yes. You also note that she looks very, very happy at the prospect of you getting rid of this spirit for her. Okay, let's see, something nicer. Okay, maybe she will give you, maybe not a full serving, but a little taste of the Melodieux, the gnome liquor with a tantalizing taste of invention. So she pours you a little bit of it, not a full portion. She's holding back a little. This is top shelf stuff, but yeah, she pours those if you wish to partake a drink of it, and she pours herself a full size of it. She enjoys it, and she drinks with you and says, "To the success and vanquishing of our troublesome spirit."
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, Kinoro raise his glass up.
Yeah, and you drink it on, and you have visions of spinning cogs and inventions that boggle the mind and blow you away. But just as quickly as they appeared, they are gone.
Well, let's go get our kits from the room, and then I believe we should head out to take care of this issue.
Is this a good time to go, milady? I was told that they especially harass the cleaning staff.
Well, they seem to harass the staff whenever we try to get in there to clean or get rid of the spirits ourselves, but yes, any time is good.
Good. I feel repped and ready for this.
Alright, so yeah, you guys can go back, get your gear for the start of next session, and then go and look into this apparent spirit. So yeah, well, that's where we will wrap it on up. Yeah, and we'll pick this up again next week on Tuesday. Hopefully Salam will have sorted out his audio issues and will be able to join us. But yeah, anything you guys want to shout out before we finish up?
Yeah, Misguided_Misfits at Twitch. Gonna be streaming some Elden Ring.
Lots of
I guess
deaths,
the only
maybe?
thing is, ooh, what's that?
I was just saying, lots of deaths from Misguided Misfits, maybe? Tough game.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm garbage.
Nice. And what are you doing now, Huck?
Twitch.tv/Hawkensprocken. Do D&D Tuesdays now, right here with Acheron. And then on Thursdays, 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern, we're doing Icewind Dale. Hopefully we get to play this week. There was a lot of stuff that happened last week, so we couldn't play. But hopefully we get back this Thursday.
Yeah.
And then on Saturdays from 6:30 to 9:30 Eastern for Curse of Strahd. So
Excellent.
I'm also planning on getting back, just doing various streams. So keep an eye out. Plan on doing a Beat Saber stream possibly tomorrow. So
Ooh.
come watch me flail around and.
Could you
Have a
add
good
like
time.
weights to the sticks to make it harder?
You know, I was thinking about putting wrist weights on, but I do have these right here. It's like a little, a little controller holder, so that it's easier to swing around. So,
Very nice. Good. Well,
That's
yeah.
it.
Very nice, very nice. Hopefully we'll definitely get into it on Thursday with our Icewind Dale. And yeah, good stuff. Yeah, anything from you, Azza? Anything
Nothing
going
from
on?
me.
Fair enough.
Pleasure to play with everyone. Pleasure to have chat with us.
Yeah, it's good. Good fun. Good. Yeah, so hopefully we'll have Salam with us next week on same time. And hopefully we'll be playing on Thursday. So yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week and stay happy and safe.
Yes.
So yeah,
Bye,
bye-bye.
everybody. Goodbye.